So as we move into the Renaissance period in history, and we start to look at the sort of medical developments that were attributed to that time, we're going to have a look now at the developments in surgery during not just the Renaissance period, but moving into the more modern era. Okay, so we're going to start by looking. As you can see, there's a huge time disparity in terms of what we're covering here. So that's why we're only focusing on surgery itself. We're going to be covering quite a large span of time, but we're going to be covering just a specific topic. So in 1518, it should be important to note that what's called the College of Physicians was established, okay? And this is where surgery was officially taught, okay? It's the official teaching of surgery techniques, okay? So surgical techniques, okay? And they did read books by Galen, because even though, as we found in the last video, that people did start to question Galen more and more. Okay, people like William Harvey beginning to question Galen and question some of his theories. He was still very, very valuable to the medical practice at this time. Okay. And it was also the case that you would gain a license to practice at this period. So not anyone should just practice. So you should learn at the College of Physicians and you would gain a license. Okay, and it should be clear that this license didn't guarantee effective treatment. Okay, so compared to our times, not much very little treatment was effective. Okay, was effective. Okay, and new treatments were found to treat injuries from wars. Again, wars, like I said in the last video, were a very, very good way for the surgical community, for the medical community to really develop and learn new things. Unfortunately, that's what happens. People in wars get shot, they get stabbed, they get injured in many different ways, and that creates opportunities almost for doctors to learn new medical techniques. Okay. So we also saw in this period from the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, the expansion of the and almost the creation, we'd say, of the British Empire, okay, and the sort of colonialization of the world, okay, and this brought new things back to Britain, new ingredients, new ideas, new theories, okay, and this really the sort of expansion of knowledge was beginning to pick up, okay, and in the 1700s we found that dissections became extremely popular among doctors, okay, and that was just to learn new things, to learn new things, okay, to learn new things about surgery to make it more effective, okay. So between the 1700s and 1800s, we start to see surgery beginning to take up significance. This is because it was becoming more and more reliable. So it was becoming more reliable. It still wasn't very reliable compared to modern day surgery, but at this time it was just starting to really feel its legs, okay? And in 1800, the London College of Surgeons was created. So now we have two places of learning officially for medicine and surgery specifically. So between 1728 and 93, a very well-known surgeon called John Hunter lived, okay? And he went with his brother William to anatomy school. And over 12 years, he was present for over 2,000 dissections. Okay, and this is important. Okay, so this is really bringing home the importance that dissections played in the role of surgery and the role of medical advancement. Okay, and just like I mentioned about war, he became an army surgeon, and he learned a lot about venereal disease, and he developed a new view, on gunshot wounds. So these are developments from war. Developments from war. And in 1785, he introduced a new way to treat an aneurysm. Okay, so this is really another important development in the history of surgical of surgery, effectively. So we have John Hunter's work. And John Hunter's work really just encapsulates everything that was thought about when it came to surgery throughout the rest of this video. So surgery became more popular. Okay, it became more popular with dissections. Dissections became more popular and more useful for surgery. Okay, and then also war was very popular and very popular for surgery as well. Okay, so we now have new approaches in surgery because of William Hunter. Okay, and in the next video we're going to start to look at how medicine began to institutionalize in the UK, in Britain. Okay, and then sort of going into the more modern period where we start to find the speeding up of medical development.